How to win when no one supports you. There is a moment when everything becomes quiet. No one checks on you. No one asks how you're doing. No one reminds you to keep going. And for the first time, you feel it clearly. You are alone. Not temporarily, not emotionally, but structurally. No backup, no safety net, no invisible support holding you up. And that realization terrifies most people, because they were taught that success is built on support, that progress requires encouragement, that growth needs validation. And without those things, they feel like they are falling. But what if that silence is not your weakness? What if that absence is your advantage? Because when no one supports you, something changes. You stop performing. You stop explaining. You stop waiting. And for the first time, you begin to move for yourself. Not for approval, not for applause, not for recognition, but for necessity. And necessity creates a different kind of human. Not emotional, not dependent, not easily influenced, but precise, controlled, and dangerous. Before we go deeper, comment this: I move without permission, because that is the identity we are building. Not supported, not encouraged, self-directed. Let's begin. Most people don't fail because they lack ability. They fail because they are waiting. Waiting for confidence, waiting for clarity, waiting for someone to believe in them. And that waiting feels justified. It feels responsible. It feels logical. Because society rewards preparation, planning, alignment. But underneath all of that, there is a hidden dependency, a belief that movement requires validation, that action requires approval, that direction requires confirmation. And once you believe that, you lose control, because now your decisions depend on something external, someone else's opinion, someone else's timing, someone else's presence. And if they are not there, you pause, you hesitate, you delay. And delay is how potential dies. Quietly, without failure, without collapse. Just slow, invisible stagnation. That is the illusion. Support does not create movement. It delays it, because it gives you an excuse to wait. The moment you remove that support, you remove the excuse. And what remains is action. Dependency. Feels like security. Like having something to fall back on. Like having someone to catch you. But that feeling is a trap, because it reduces urgency. It softens pressure. It slows decision-making. When you believe someone will help you, you don't push as hard. You don't move as fast. You don't think as sharply. Because deep down, you are not alone. But when that disappears, everything changes. You feel exposed, unprotected, responsible. And that responsibility forces something out of you. Clarity, focus, execution. Because now there is no alternative. You either move or you fall. And that pressure creates speed, creates discipline, creates results. This is why some people only become powerful after losing everything. Because that's when they stop negotiating with comfort and start operating with necessity. Leave this in the comments. No backup, no hesitation. Support looks like strength, but often It is control in disguise, because nothing is free. Not advice, not money, not emotional support. Everything carries influence, and influence changes direction. When someone supports you, you begin to consider them, their opinion, their expectations, their presence, and slowly your path shifts, not dramatically, not visibly, but subtly. You adjust, you compromise, you align, and over time, you are no longer building your vision, you are managing theirs. That is the cost, not obvious, but powerful, because you don't feel controlled, you feel supported, and that is why it works. But when you have no support, you have no influence, no expectations, no pressure, just clarity. And clarity is more powerful than comfort. Isolation is misunderstood. People think it means weakness, disconnection, rejection, but real isolation is something else. It is freedom. Because when no one is around, no one is influencing you. No opinions, no noise, no pressure, just space. And in that space, you begin to hear something rare, your own thinking, not filtered, not adjusted, not influenced, just yours. And that is where clarity is built, not in conversation, not in collaboration, but in silence. Because silence removes distortion, and without distortion, you see things as they are, your weaknesses, your strengths, your direction. And that honesty is uncomfortable, but necessary. Because without it, you build illusions, and illusions collapse under pressure. Isolation removes illusion and replaces it with truth, and truth builds power. When you move alone, you move differently, faster, cleaner, more directly, because you don't need agreement. You don't need permission. You don't need alignment. You decide and you act immediately. That speed is an advantage because most people are slow, not physically, mentally. They wait, they discuss, they hesitate. You don't. And over time, speed compounds. Small actions, repeated quickly, create distance between you and everyone else. This is how solo operators win, not through force, through velocity. And velocity comes from independence. There is a phase most people cannot handle because it requires silence, no announcements, no updates, no validation, no recognition, just work, invisible work, progress that no one sees, effort that no one acknowledges. And that silence breaks people because they need feedback, they need reassurance, they need to feel like it matters. But the ghost phase removes all of that and replaces it with something harder, discipline. Because now you are not working for attention, you are working for results. And results take time, long periods of nothing, followed by sudden visibility. And most people quit before that moment arrives because they mistake silence for failure. But it is not failure, it is incubation, growth that is not visible yet. And the ones who understand that keep going until the result speaks. At some point, effort is not enough. Consistency is not enough. Even discipline is not enough. Because the world does not reward effort. It rewards output, results, performance. And that requires something deeper, mastery. Not surface-level skill, not basic competence, but depth, precision, control. The kind of ability that cannot be ignored. That is what changes everything. Because when you reach that level, you no longer need attention. Attention finds you. You no longer need opportunity. Opportunity seeks you. You no longer need validation. Validation becomes irrelevant because your work proves itself. Without explanation, without persuasion, without approval. And that is power. Not loud, not visible, but undeniable. There is a cost, and most people avoid it because it is uncomfortable, lonely, uncertain. There are moments where you question everything. Your direction, your decisions, your ability. And no one is there to reassure you. No one to say you're doing the right thing. No one to confirm you're on track. Just silence and doubt and pressure. But that pressure is not your enemy. It is your training. Because every time you move without certainty, you build strength. Every time you act without support, you build confidence. Every time you continue without validation, you build independence. And over time, that becomes identity. You no longer need reassurance because you trust yourself. Not emotionally, but structurally, you've proven it through action. Now step back. Look at everything. No support, no validation, no external guidance, no encouragement. And yet, you are still moving, still building, still progressing. That is not normal. That is transformation. Because most people require something external to function. You don't. And that difference creates distance. Not just in results, in identity. You become someone else. Someone who does not stop because conditions are not ideal. Someone who does not wait because timing is not perfect. Someone who does not hesitate because no one is watching. And that person wins. Not because they are better, but because they are consistent without support. Winning when no one supports you is not about proving people wrong. It is about removing the need to be supported at all. Because once you remove that need, you remove limitation, you remove delay, you remove dependency. And what remains is control. Control over your actions, your pace, your direction. And that is where power lives. Not in numbers, not in approval, not in support, in self-direction. So from this point forward, remember this: no one is coming. And that is your advantage, because now everything depends on you. And that means everything is possible. Before you leave, comment this: I don't need support to win.